It is 4 on the clock, and one thing I can tell you is that it is not easy to keep it together, Five Drive family. Right now, as Zanele, Nick, Younger Jude, Shabzi, Madeleine, and Masejo, we are sitting in the presence of greatness. And when I say that, it is not said lightly, because this is a woman who is a thespian that has taken her art and not just made it so incredibly beautiful in South Africa, but has taken it across the world and allowed others to be inspired by her, allowed others to be touched by her, allowed others to truly understand what it means to be a thespian, but more than anything else, to truly give of yourself to your gift. Everybody, today we are so excited to welcome to the show. She is the star of Blood Legacy. It is none other than the Queen, Xolile Tshabalala. Come on. Xolile, how are you?
I need to come here every morning just to boost my confidence.
Please.
This is a very good thing. Thank you. Thank you for such such love. I walked in here, you guys were just incredibly beautiful, and I really, really appreciate that. It's not lost on me. Thank you.
Xolile, we appreciate you because everything I just said, it's literally a fraction of what it is in terms of anything that pertains to you. You are somebody who was on our screens from 2002, Julia, on Generations. And this is why I have to ask you, because we all remember that character.
Yeah.
My Xolile, I remember Unsikine. She once said she got slapped when she was walking in the road.
Yes.
Did that ever happen to you?
I was running a Soweto marathon, and I remember this lady just coming and said, "Oh, Silla," and I was like, "No, I'm just working. It has been, it's been amazing, Julia." And I remember also, because I went overseas afterwards to study, and people would say, "I know you." Like, I'm like, "Who are you? How do you know?" Like, I know you from, you're in Generations. You're a bad person. I was like, "Oh my God, look at that. So I walk around as a bad person.
You're a bad person.
I'm a bad person.
Naughty.
It was amazing though. It's really been amazing. It's been a gift, I must say, playing Julia. And because I always tell the story. Actually, Julia was my grandmother's name. So I'm named after my grandmother from my father's side.
Yes.
And so we were born in the 70s. I was born 1977, and Steve Biko had just died and everything. So black consciousness was really happening. And my mom was like, "I'm not going to give her an English name. I will give her an African name." So instead of Julia, I took the African name from my grandmother, Silhwane. So that's what I could get. So it's been like, it felt like it was the ancestors and God saying, "Let's keep going. Let's give your grandmother the light again." And I've always, all the parts I play, they tend to have somebody in my family, somebody who's gone. And I feel like it's my ancestors saying, "We acknowledge you." We siyakushanelela, the kind of thing.
I've got goosebumps. And look at how you did shine as Julia. Like you said, it opened up doors even
forever.
Internationally, right?
She lived forever.
Even to this day, I'm scared of her.
Julia. Even this day, I'm Julia. I'm like, actually, my name is Khanyi. No. Julia. Jules. But now you are Khanyi, my baby. Now I'm Khanyi Sile. I'm lighting I'm Khanyi now.
Now you're Khanyi, and this is why.
Oh my God.
Xolile, we want to fully welcome you to the show, right?
Thank
we
you.
want you to be entrenched in Five Drive and understand that you're part of the family.
Yes,
So
I am.
this is why.
Yes.
Every single day we do something called the Great Divide, right? And we want you to be the first person to answer today as a little bit of an introduction to you fully being welcome to the show. Okay. So you need to decide whether you're on one side or the other.
Okay.
And also just playing on Kanyi's life there in Blood Legacy.
Okay.
We want to know, do you prefer to join family business, or would you rather follow your own career path? So if there was a spear of sorts, would you rather join it, or would you rather go your own way?
So Khanyi would rather not, really. It's circumstances forced her to.
Yes.
So she'd rather really be a journalist doing her own thing in Cape Town with her family. So I'll stick with Khanyi.
Are you going to go with Khanyi?
I'm going to stick with Khanyi.
Sana.
Yeah, no. Let's stick to it. Yeah, they mustn't just bulldoze us into making it. No. Let's follow our dream. Let's follow our passion.
I'm very confused now because I'm on the other side. Why?
Because when you do what you love, what's in you, it's the whispers of the ancestors. It's God's prayer that you've been praying to say, "Can I find my own light?
Sure.
Let my light shine. Let me not live under the shadows of my family. Let me be me," because that's one thing I have.
Yes.
It's self. There's nothing else.
But Xolile, what if the money wants to shine and there's money inside the family business? Because I want to shine with the money, I must say.
No, money will follow. Money always follows. I
Hectic.
always say that about the. I've been in this very sort of tumultuous industry. Money follows you, and when you
Yes.
don't chase it, it finds you, and
Hectic.
it's always the best thing.
Wow.
It's always on your side.
And if there's someone we can trust with that, it is definitely you. And also, you're nice for saying sort of tumultuous. It's very tumultuous.
It
this
is,
industry.
it is.
However,
It is.
I am on the side of joining a business. Nick, where do you stand?
Yes, joining the family business.
Yes,
Honestly, I want
yes.
the structure. Me, I want to arrive, and the money is
It's already there.
100%.
I just want to change the name on the bank account.
Exactly. Younger, what about you?
I am not. No family business. If there's problems, I want to be able to sue.
Viva. Viva. I agree with you. Power to the people. And you're like, oops, not my problem.
It's not my problem. You ain't even my blood. Judy?
I want to be part of the family business just so I could slot in seamlessly.
Yes.
I could teach, or my family would be teaching me the ways of whatever the business is.
Yes.
And that is why.
You're with me and Nick.
Yes. Do we have a family
We
business?
have a family business.
Oh, okay.
And it is family business,
It
baby.
is.
22 minutes after 4 o'clock, and we are having such an incredible time with Xolile. And honestly, what?
You pronounced my name beautifully.
Thank you.
High five! Woo, 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 woo. There was
Stop
not
it.
Xolile, there was not Kalile, and there was like, oh my God, I can say Kalile, I can pronounce your name. The Americans said, oh my God, listen to me, I just said Kalile.
Thank
Kalile?
Where is Colleen?
Kalile?
That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Appreciate you. I appreciate
yeah.
No, it
it's,
means you see me. I appreciate that. I
Thank
really
you.
do.
Thank you. No, genuinely, I appreciate that. It's something that I believe we should all be working on.
Yeah, thank
so
you.
thank you
Nick.
so much for that.
Gabo.
Sure. No, I'm all flustered now. I'm all flustered.
Nick, I mean, do you want to share with her why it is that you're flustered? Because of, the name and the pronunciation and
Yes,
everything?
yeah. So I always try. Obviously, we have many guests and many profound guests that come through here. We had Xolile, who was on Tropica Island
Yes.
of Treasure, and I stumbled a little bit.
No, you didn't.
No. During the interview, I stumbled
Okay.
a little bit, and I was feeling like super self-conscious of it. So I went home for days, and I was trying demons. I was like, yeah, we must whack. You know what I mean? So I genuinely
I
appreciate
really
that.
love that.
So we're all excited that you're here. The minute we heard Xolile's coming, we were like, yes. And one thing I noticed is I don't think you don't do like a lot of press runs and interviews. Why is that?
I'm an artist. I only exhibit what I need to exhibit. I don't need to exhibit my life. Yeah, and I only come when I have to talk about the show and everything else. I have to have my life. I have to go to my garden and have myself. Mumuntu abantu abadala, I cannot be in the noise because you get lost in the noise. You get lost in wanting to be the best, and you'll find yourself competing. And there's nothing. There's no reason to compete. You've got it. Bagnigile eyakho. No one is better than you. No one is less than you. So just be when you need it. Exhibit your art, then walk away.
Can
Wow.
I ask, have you always been like this?
I've always been.
So
like
there was
that.
never a point when you felt like back in the day with you and all of your peers where you guys...
I studied drama. Really, I did study. It's a craft. It's a craft. It's not about being seen, because then sometimes you get lost. You will get lost in wanting to be this thing that you're not. Being an artist is part of God's work. It's creativity. We are creators. We create stuff. Once you've created, you show it to the world and you say, thank you for loving this, and thank you for not loving me either.
Yeah.
But I'm going to walk away because I need to protect my soul.
Come
I need
on.
to protect Xolile, yeah.
Yeah, and I always say I'm always so glad when artists are able to find spaces where they pour into them, because they pour so much into the world.
Yes.
And you've poured into each and every one of your characters that you have been given, Xolile, and you've done it with so much grace. But one thing about those characters is the fact that they come out so strong. Like they are strong women who have boss energy. And I think it's so beautiful because it's something that so many people can look up to. But what does it say about you that a lot of your characters carry that specific thing about them?
I think it's a privilege. It's a privilege. It's also knowing that I'm pushed by the greater power. I'm pushed by God to tell that story at that moment in time that's needed.
Yeah.
I'm pushed by the ancestors saying, can we share this with the world? And then walk away. It's not about you. It's about the story. You're given this platform now to be in Blood Legacy and tell that story and walk away.
Yes.
Don't hoard, because there's always somebody else who has to come through. It's an energy. It's got to keep moving. You've got to keep it moving, because when you hog it, you end up doing things that you shouldn't do.
Sure.
Because then you want the attention on you, and the attention you have it.
Yeah.
You have it. When I'm gardening in my garden, I have the attention of the soil.
Yeah.
I've got the ancestors talking to me, telling me that there's something else I'm going to do, and now I need to prepare for that. There's another story, because I don't do anything. People find it strange. I only do 3 projects a year. That's it.
Sana.
And I do not want to be in anything too much. The story has to speak, and I've got to listen and say, Nitini, why am I telling the story? Tell me. Who am I trying to help? Who am I healing out there? What am I doing? And then after that, I walk away. And you say, but people are like, money. I'm like, no. Money you will always get. It will find you. It will find you. It's when you chase it. Because I really don't need to drive the latest cars. I don't need to be seen in, I've got what I have is enough, and it's protecting me. It's good enough.
Xolile, you're so sure of who you are and what you can do and your abilities and your gift.
Yes.
Where do you get that assurance from?
You know, I was raised by my grandfathers.
Yes.
I'm one of those children. Like I told you, my grandfather wanted to name me after his wife, Julia Senghuane, and I took Senghuane. My grandfather, the love of my life, Xolile Tshabalala. Literally, I'm that child who would be put on the table and literally be taken care by an old man. My grandfather would shave my hair and say, "Hlala lapha phezu kwetafula." And I'm like, no, I look like a boy, because I had long hair and curly hair. My grandfather couldn't handle it, and he'd shave me, he'd bribe me and say, "Hlala la etafuleni." And I'd be like, no, I look like a boy. Everybody's going to say I'm ugly. And he says, I've never seen a beautiful girl like you. You're more than enough as you are. And he made that, and he would sit and watch and listen to radio dramas. Remember our days, you would listen to radio dramas, and then you say, tell me the story, and I will make it up. And he says, wow, yours is better than the radio's one. And I believed him. You see, I believed him, because he would look me in the eyes and say, you're the most amazing human being. And this is an old man. Literally, we're sitting in the house together. My grandfather from my father's side will come. They will polish my shoes and tell me I was the most beautiful thing in the world, that I'm the most intelligent person in the world. So therefore, I don't need to be validated by anybody else. Nobody has to validate me, because the very people who needed to validate me are my grandfathers, and I feel them. And I was lucky enough to live in America with my American family, with a Jewish family.
Yes.
My grandfather was also exactly the same thing. He would be like, you are enough.
And you are enough, Xolile, and it comes out in each and every one of the characters that you play. And you are beautiful and smart and all of those incredible things. And thank you for being the reason that so many people do believe that. Because there's those strong characters that you play. They literally act as a mirror for so many women.
Absolutely.
And also as an aspirational figure for so many young people.
Absolutely.
So thank you. I don't know what to do now. Xolile, I want to keep you here forever. My Xolile,
My love.
I want to ask you a question that I think, is obviously going to touch your heart a little bit. Because sadly, as a country, we had to say goodbye to Umam Khanyi. And I think it was a very difficult thing for many to do. But I can imagine how difficult it was for you as somebody who experienced her, who worked with her, and particularly on her very last project. Can I ask you, what did it mean to have worked with her on that last project?
I loved her so much. We would have night scenes. I tell the story all the time. We would have night scenes, these big scenes, elaborate scenes, and we'll sit in the corner and we will laugh and mock each other and just like, Slalikon and Skinnery. And she would just laugh all the time. In her mind, she wants to find me a husband. In her mind, she said, and then you must also eat meat, because I don't like liver. And she's like, and you'll enjoy it. She was love. And every time she's on set, I say this about the whole family. When Bab Treasure and her and Mam Koni and my brothers were there, we would drive together. It felt like home. It felt like I've got mom and dad in one place.
Wow.
Oh, Mam Koni was light. So I was shocked. I remember Budboyilo called me saying, Mam Koni, you know what I mean? And it just broke. It just broke your heart. But I looked at her and I said, there's a woman who's lived her dream.
Come on.
There's the woman whose legacy will live on.
Come on.
That's what you want as an artist. You want that, the work, to live on.
100%.
And she's done that.
She's
yeah.
literally done exactly that.
Yeah.
She lived out her purpose.
Oh, she did.
And that's why so many of us even have dreams.
Exactly.
To become exactly like her.
And I mean, I used to watch Mam Koni, Mam Nandi, Mam Tembi Mchali. These are the people I used to look up to and say, one day, if only I can get a fraction of what they've done in this industry. They've been amazing.
I want to now take us somewhere else.
Yes.
Nick is even putting on his glasses.
To take them off. Dramatically.
Yes.
Five Drive family, we are about to get into something that I can imagine is going to be, in fact, the audition of our lives,
Yes.
if you will.
Yes.
Because when I went Xolile, aka Khanyi,
Yes.
there are certain reasons that in blood legacy, lawyers might be needed. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that is why here today, as the Five Drive family, we would like to audition for you
Wonderful.
so that we can be your lawyer
Wonderful.
in blood legacy.
Okay.
But this is the thing. You can only choose one. So we're all going to have the opportunity to audition for you, but you have to ask us a question. Each.
Okay. Different question.
In Khanyi Sile's tone,
Yes.
a full-on question.
Yes.
And based off of that, we will then answer.
Wonderful.
And you can pick who starts first, just so there's no bias or anything. It's up
Okay.
to you. Yes. All right.
Are you ready?
We are. Is everyone ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
We are
Okay.
ready.
So the question is quite simple, my legal team. I need to understand, why am I supposed to wear high heel shoes to come to this work every day? Why? Why can't I just wear my simple shoes? Because I'm still as powerful. I'm still the CEO. Why am I supposed to wear high heel shoes? I will start here.
All right. Khanyi,
Yes, sir.
firstly, thank you so much for having me here. I really appreciate it. The reason why you need to wear high heel shoes is because you are truly a cut above the rest. You are always taller, always bigger than everyone here. And we have a lot of new employees. Obviously, there's been a bit of scandal around the company, but you are now the big dog, the big person. They need to know who is the tallest, who is the best. That is you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I will follow with you.
Yes, yes. Are you familiar with Dutoy versus the people of Brakpan 2019? I was the representative for Dutoy.
Wonderful.
Now, let me tell you how we won this case. High heels.
Ooh.
My client won because they were above the law.
Hi.
Thank you.
Love it. It's your turn, my
Your
lady.
Honor, it is always a grave injustice when we watch those who do not understand what it means to have justice served try and, make others less than who they are. If we turn our backs on the people now and we do not allow them to have the freedom to choose between flats and high heels, then who are we? What can we do? And what have we done? Where do we leave the generations who come after us, Your Honor? And this is why I do believe that we need to be as sharp as the spear in trying to mitigate what would be indeed an absolute tumultuous time for our people without the high heels.
Hallelujah. Can I hear a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Yes.
It's quite simple, really.
Yes.
High heels gives authority. It gives the boss in the room. And when you enter a room with high heels on, makes a sound. With every step you take, the level of scariness that you put into people authoritatively increases.
Wonderful.
High heels is the way to go. Just doesn't sound like flat shoes.
Wonderful. A decision has been made.
Xolile, there can only be one. You can't stand here and go, no, I'm going to choose 1 plus and 1.5. Only one.
It is clear as daylight.
Oh,
It is clear as daylight.
all right.
Why should my feet suffer just because I'm in power? I am tall, I'm powerful already.
Oh,
It's not about what I'm wearing, it's about the character.
come on.
So, you win, my darling.
Look at your advocates.
Your advocate's on the
Your advocates on the floor.
I'm leaving!
Well done, Zanele. Well
Honestly,
done.
why did you have to go on the floor? That was so dramatic. In the court of law,
Oh my word!
you have embarrassed yourself.
The case.
Xolile, are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go.
my shoes. Look what I want.
Sana, she's wearing sneakers. Five Drive family. Yeah. Xolile, I'm gonna go cry now. But I think more than anything else, I think we just want to say thank you.
Oh man.
Thank you for living in your light. Thank you for understanding your gift. Thank you for understanding who you are and why it is you need to stay away from the noise so that you can be the light that you are to the rest of the world. And congratulations on Blood Legacy. We are watching. We are marveling. We're so excited. We're all like, we need 20,000 more episodes.
Yes,
know.
please.
Yeah. Because we needed to know Khanyi, you know, so that is why we were we're enthralled. But this is why I also need to ask you, because there are so many people who are watching you.
Yes.
What words of wisdom would you give to young people who are looking up to Xolile Tshabalala right now, who quite possibly want to be like you and might even be demotivated in this moment?
Be yourself and know that what's yours will always find you. You don't have to try to be Xolile. You don't have to try to be anybody, because what's your gift is your gift and it will find you.
Yes.
And in times with our industry, we all know we're in this industry. Some days are in the valley, some days are on the top mountain.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. You will get there, because whoever has a purpose about your life it's got you covered. You're okay. You're okay.
Goosebumps. I love that.
Right?
Sure.
I feel okay.
Yeah,
I
you're
am okay.
It's your light. Walk in your light. Don't force other people's light on you.
Sure.
When just because somebody else is doing good today the light is on me, on Blood Legacy. Tomorrow it has to go on somebody else.
Yeah.
And accept that, because that's how we continue. That's how we rise.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, Xolile Tshabalala. We love you, Xolile, and you're welcome back anytime.
No, when I need an ego booster.